Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new game dev stream. Today, we're gonna be doing some more Viber coding, a little bit, and we're gonna be working on the all-in-one pause menu bug. I think I'm going crazy now. I think I'm, making new voices because there's no one here. There's no one here to talk to, and I'm so curious, and I'm very very what's the word grateful for all the views that I'm getting on different platforms. I plan to actually stream on a few more platforms. Probably Rumble. Maybe I'll go crazy with Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and then Rumble. Yeah. I'll probably add 4 more platforms. Let's see. Anyway, I forgot to do something really quick. I need a second before we actually continue streaming the development of the game. Yeah, today's gonna be another short stream, just an hour. Again, I plan to stream a lot more soon. I'm just preparing overall. I was looking into the bomb icon. I found that I actually bought a few bomb icons. I'm still undecided on what to use, but I'll probably reach out to another artist to see what bomb icons they have. But I'll see what I have first. I have a mess on my. But I found a bunch of other icons that I can use for magic, for the magic system, so I'm glad about that. I stumbled upon those icons earlier, like an hour ago. But anyway, let's just get started. Let's just do some development here. I'll handle the art off stream. But what we want to fix right now when we start the game, and when I get an item, right, and I kick it, not kick it, I throw it. There's a bug in the menu. When I press escape, nothing happens. I need to press escape again, and it's because this menu is stuck in this state, I think. And then it needs to go back to this state, and then we can toggle it. I think that's what's happening. So we are just gonna go down here when we do the toggle. It's not here, it's in the items tab actually. When we do the toggle, here. I think what I want to do is actually disable, change the state, because at this point we have this use item. Wait. There's a bug here, isn't it? Oh no, wait. No, there's no bug. No. So when we press the escape button, wait, this is... Oh no, this is fine. This right here. When do we change the current state to be... Oh, here. Do it here. Okay. We want to change the state to no item option selected. We actually want to escape. Hold on, what did we... So when we set this to be enabled here, we disable them there, and then when we press escape, this is what fires. Okay. So what I need to separate this. Transition. I think it might make sense to make a state machine. Well, we have a very simple state machine, which is good enough. Transition from use item to no item option selected. Then it's basically this code. We don't want the accept event because this is specifically for this now. And then when we use the item, we throw the item. Hold on, I am binding. Oh, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Here. Transition. State from use item. I'll just select. Disable. Height menu. Now this should fix the escape problem we were having. I thought about this fix like way after the stream. We have some items, we go, click here, we throw. Then if I press escape, hell yeah! We're back in this menu. Sweet. Okay. Okay, I like this. Yeah. And this should work with the controller too. So let me plug in my controller. Where is the cable? Right, cable right here. If I may say so much. The cable. Oh, found it. Okay, let me connect the cable really quick. I really plan to do a really long stream later. There's a bunch of stuff that I want to implement in the game. And the controller is not working as expected. Not here anyway. But why? What is wrong, bro? How about now? Wait, what? What? Yo, the controller is not working at all. Oh no. Wait. Okay, I'm invincible now. I press a button on the controller. No! The joypad is not being detected at all. Really? Oh wait, I think, hold on. Did I update the kernel? So many Linux things. 7. Oh boy. Yeah, here's the thing. My controller is not gonna work during the stream. I updated my PC and I have a new kernel. So the joypad is not gonna work on this stream. Oh gosh, okay. Joypad testing postponed. The joypad is not gonna work. The drivers are not there, and because I have a kernel, I updated the kernel, and the modules do not work for this old kernel version. That's okay. I'm sleepy. Okay, so we just tested this. We keep it that way. I really need to clean this. And I want to do the same thing. I want to be able to click heal and use some mana. Fire spell. What instant spells we could use? I'm not sure. And I want to add one more tab here for binding the controller actions. Probably here in status. Not sure. Wow, the athletic skill goes up so fast. The relics thing, I'm gonna keep that for later. Souvenirs, I feel like removing this tab is not needed. Like items and relics should be fine. Because souvenirs was what I was thinking is an item to mess around with the world. But like, there could just be like an item here. Or a key item. Or it could go under relics. Or key items. I'm not sure how to call it. I'll figure it out later. Anyway, there's something else that I want to vibe code here. So there was this expand branch. I don't like the fact that the way it's being tracked. I want to simplify the code, so I'm just gonna we're just gonna ask the AI to fix it. So we did this here. Oh wow, what an awful. Okay, here. We wanna drop this. These variables. We don't need to track the index. Simplify. Can I paste it? Yeah. Check patch. Entry. Pop up. No. When we collapse expand a leaf. Okay, let's let it work on that. We can do something else entirely different as it works on that. Something that we did on last stream is we created a class that generates the layer names that we use here in layer name. So all these layer names, anything that's named gets a value in an enum. And we can use that to create collision masks, whatnot. Like anything that requires masking for navigation, physics, all this stuff, avoidance. And what I want to do is make sure that I don't miss. I remember using these layer names somewhere else in the code. I think it was the player.gd here. walls, pretty sure. Yeah, here. So here with their names, contents, physics 2D, walls. And then is there anything else? Oh, here. I can just remove this, and then I can be like 564. That's okay. And here you have another function, calculate mask. Layers to put it for. Let's see. Our enums 32. No. I don't know if enums are what's 32 bits or 64 bits, I'm not sure. Enum size. I got no idea. No idea. I feel like I should know. Class, enum. Because enum is. Actually, I'm gonna Google that right now because I'm not sure. Is enum in the are enum values? 60 or 32. It should be 64. Yeah, 64-bit signed integers. Yeah. I could have tested I could have tested that too. I did not. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Really. This is not code that runs a lot. We just calculate the mask and that's it. We're done. Is there anywhere else where we do walls and then there's somewhere else here? Oh no, this is just a layer constant. Okay. Yeah, I think I've fixed everything. What about what other things did we use? To grab to the Godot weapons. I don't think I use. No, I don't think I use the enums anywhere else. No, that's okay. Let's just add that. Item step. Fix. Menu. All in one menu. Toggling. Fix double escape. Come on, fix. Meeting. Press escape. Twice. Toggle on one plus menu. After item throw. Okay. Constants against reader code. That's fine. Yeah, it's just me. Let me update it. Found some bubble icons, but I'm undecided. Then, oh yeah, so this is the cleanup that the AI did. Yeah, because there's a bunch of nonsense that we don't need here. Let's see how it works. So when we right click, we can do this, and then if we do it here, it should be a no up. Yes, like the engine. Here, this is a no up. Here, it just toggles. Nice. Sweet. Okay, simplify. Oh, I want to add the whole thing. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, this looks right. Expand branch. There's no need to track the index anymore. And we don't need to do this. Yeah. This is a nice check. Oh, I really like this. It checks the symmetry item for if it has a child. Then if it doesn't have, we can just return here. Yep, this is correct. Oh, this is a sweet patch. Nice. Simplify, expand, collapse. Behavior in runtime. Okay. It's okay. All right. What else? Let's go over the to-do really quick. The bomb icon, I'm gonna do that later. I probably can do that now, but it's gonna be a boring stream. I mean, programming is kind of boring. I don't know why people watch this stream, but I'm really glad you guys do. But I don't want to think about this right now. Hold on. Same applies. Yeah, I know. Yep. Think about relics and the bomb, but the throw. Oh, actually, we can vibe code this. Yeah, this is something else I want to do. See if we can actually do it. Implement magic system. I'll do this later. Oh, I found some tomb asses and I forgot about this. Hold on, let me add. Found some other nice tomb assets. Remember to use those. I forgot. I'll find this. It's right after the stream. I found the tomb assets and I forgot. I was distracted at the time. I was handling a call. And look at that, I found some other tomb assets that I can use. Yeah. Although I'll probably just go find an artist actually. I want to have someone in the team working with me. So I'll probably just make a post somewhere on Reddit. See if there's anyone that wants to volunteer and do rev share. Probably not yet. Probably after it would be nice to get them now because I have, it gives them time to do the art as I work on the blacksmithing, alchemy, and enchanting systems, and the magic systems. Because after that, it's a bunch of polishing and tweaking, basically. Because at that point, I would have everything that I want in the game, assuming everything works as I want it to, and then it's just polishing and making it feel really, really good. Fix the old one plus menu. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, implementing the link to the game. Could probably use this to. Yeah. What was I gonna do now? Oh, vibe coding. Yes. Go over. Logger. Yes. GDScript. Specifically. I want to see if we can add auto completion to this is the run expression window. The enter expression. Where we can insert there's no this or data types. We should implement this. This is probably gonna churn for a while because this is not. It's kind of straight. It doesn't seem that straightforward to implement though. Because there's a bunch that it needs to actually work on. And I'll probably drop this entire patch or keep some of it. But let it run. Let it run, let it run, let it run. So for now, I think in the meantime, I'm actually gonna look into more bump sprites, I guess. Or, oh no, yeah, we had a bug here in the move functionality here. Because there's something here that we can tweak that I did not think of tweaking. And I think, actually, no, it's the player. No, I want enemy. Chase. Because there's a problem with the item. So when we throw the item, we can throw it now, but there's a problem. It will clip through walls. It will not stop. So what we want to do, I think I want to change this to a things that no, I don't want. I think I'm just gonna fake it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna fake the. Cause I've been thinking. Let's add a bunch of items to the game. Like after you at the end game is gonna be crazy. So you're gonna have a bunch of items running around the screen, and it's gonna be a lot like Vampire Survivors, to an extent. And I've been thinking of the most performant way of implementing the generic world item or the world items, the items that show up in the world, like at the very beginning. The items that I have dropped here, these items, yeah. Because right now, like, it's a very simple collision box that it's just an area that gets triggered, and then you can pick up the item. But the problem is that when we throw, should have just done an example there. That's okay. It's the AI is doing its thing. So when we throw the item is gonna clip through the wall. And the idea is to implement. I think I'm gonna implement it using world queries instead of actually using the plain system that Godot uses for the default system that Godot uses for collisions. The thing is that if we use the default system, well, we can use it and just collide with the walls. if we want to, I mean, I want them to, the throwable items, I want them to collect with the walls. The items you pick up out of range, no, not necessarily. Hmm. Yeah, I added a note here about this. I added a couple of other notes last stream. I have a bunch of to-dos. Let me drop all the future ones because these are usually not needed at all. Um, and this is me tracking a bunch of stuff that needs to happen in the alchemy stuff. But I'll do this after I have blacksmithing. Did I wrote that right? Yeah, blacksmithing first, and a few more weapons. Then we'll do alchemy system and enchanting system. So these three first. I'm going to move this down here. The relics is gonna be after. The regeneration stuff, I'm gonna move them to right here after we implement the blacksmithing, alchemy system, and enchanting system, and magic system. Although, no, here. When we implement all this stuff, we should have a pretty good idea of how to do the temporary stuff. Implement expression auto completion. Oh yeah, this is what we're working on right now. I'm gonna do the bomb icon after. Yeah. Rubble items. Finish implementing. Currently. Fruit walls. I think I'm just gonna switch them to be as an easy change would be just to switch this to be not an area, but a collision shape. No collision. What is it? Collision. Not collision shape. Oh, we have area. Oh my god, my brain. Is it really cool? No, this is the collision shape. There's something else aside from area. Oh, the body. It's named body something. Like rigid body. Yeah. Static body, character body. Probably just gonna do character body. Rigid body. I think this one makes the most sense. So everything is gonna get handled by the engine, and then all we need to do is make sure we collide with the enemies on the walls. And then, does it need to live in a layer? Does it need to live in any layer? I mean, not at first. Well, yeah, at first you should live in the pickable item so that we can pick it up. This kind of makes sense to me. Linear velocity. Yeah. We don't need any constant forces. Add constant torque. Hmm. 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 Okay, apparently it did implement the auto completion. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna work, but let's test. Let's just run something against the player. We expand everything. Not oh my god, remove the player. I'm special. I just killed the player with a click. Let's see. Oh, of course. So awful. Draw line. It's actually not that bad though. Let's see. It's also awful. I cannot even click it. I cannot even click the. Okay, let's see what it did. So I'm curious about the implementation. One, I have few comments that I did not push. Okay, this is gonna be a huge patch. Yeah. Oh gosh, how many lines did it change? Oh, this is so bad. Why did it do that there? The oh, where am I? Up here, that was so bad target. Not if I remember somewhere. Just gonna forward. Here, this is so weird. Well, yeah. It's the AI added this. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm gonna take a stab at implementing this later, not now. Oh gosh, and it just adds a new pop-up. Okay. So weird. No, gotta undo the change. I'm not sure how we could do auto completion here. We can probably do the code edit, I think. Yeah, we can probably use this um for the runtime debugger. Yeah, see, you have code completion here. Yeah, the AI did such a bad job here. Yeah, no save. We're gonna do the change because that change is just off already. Discard this change. And then let's work on the generic world item. Just fix this bug and then I'll probably end the stream quite soon. Ooh, fugitive. It's trying to do something. This is a Vim plugin, I think. Trying to do something with the LSP server. This is so weird. It was Copilot doing weird things. That was so bad, bro. Just here. Is there anything else that I can do here? I don't think there's anything else that jumps at me that can be done quite easily. Oh, we could also do the save system. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Let me add that to do this. Note. You did a really bad job. We could switch. Oh my god, the code edit. We could use that also for the game console. That's gonna be so nice. We get the auto completion bit already. Is there anything else? Hold on. Here under text edit, is there anything else? Oh gosh, give me text edit. Where is text edit out here? Let's just code edit. We also have the editor. Yeah. Editor property, the inspector, editor dot. Spin slider. Switch the line edit for which can request. I don't know. Will I'm not sure how code edit works. This was included. This is a fairly recent node. I don't remember when this was added to Godot. I know text edit and rich text have been here for a long time. And rich text is still available, right? Rich text, yeah. Rich text label. Well, this is just a label. It's not really for editing things. It's a fancy label. Okay, let's go do a quick patch, the generic world item. Let me just change this to rigid body 3. It's gonna crap out already. Just rigid body 3. Here, because it should be only body answered. That's it, right? Oh my god. Did you see? Yeah, nice patch, bro. Nice patch, bro. Take off the gravity. No, gravity scale 0. Now, I don't think I can take the items either. Yeah, because this is not gonna work. Let's go back to the player.gd area and third. What is this? Oh, it's not here. It's here. But we don't have area entered here, right? No. So bodies cannot detect the areas? Hold on. Because the player itself is an area. Fix Gaming! Welcome! Fix Gaming just joined the channel. This is the first message I've seen from Trovo. I've never seen anyone talk from Trovo before. I mean, I don't think Fix Gaming talked. He just joined the channel and I get a notification about it. Interesting. Let's... So the player itself, we should be able to make the player scene interact with areas. I mean, with bodies. If I remember, you can do that. No. Body shape entered. Oh yeah, I can wait, yeah, I can detect bodies here. So instead, because right now the logic was that the item itself would detect the player. Here on body entered. What I can do is just add a body to the player. So I don't wanna move the. This doesn't make sense as a rigid body either, because it's gonna be ticking in the. It's gonna be ticking. Well, it's gonna be static, so it's not gonna be doing much for the most part. Remove this. The conundrum. I wish the areas could double as body entered. The thing I can do is just delegate. I can detect that I entered the body because there's no area entered here. Is the static body? Is the static body detect? No. What about the kinematic body or character body? The character body detect. No. Oh gosh, this is a mess. Because I wanted to keep the item code within the item class, but if... Because the item class... This, from my perspective, right? The item... This item class should be the one that handles how the player gets the item. And not the player itself, because the player interacts with the item, but the item it's still static in the world, so... I could just add this to the player code. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think it makes sense to add this to the player. I don't like this. Hold on, I'm just gonna add it to here to do the body in the read. But it cannot areas. It collides with. We may need to move the item pickup code to the player, which is fine. But I really liked having this responsibility be the... Although it makes sense to be the responsibility of the player to pick up the item. And not the other way around. Okay, I'll think about this off stream. I'm gonna be ending the stream here. So the item code should be able to handle everything related to the item itself, which to me includes adding the item to an inventory of whoever collides with it. But this code can also be handled by the player itself, and it makes sense to be handled by the player itself. There, which can detect if collides with the item. And the idea is that let's save this scene. So in the tomb level, we want to change the generate pickup items to be they're static bodies, right? Yeah. To be rigid bodies, because like the walls are going to be made from bodies, not areas. So if we have both be bodies, then they can interact with each other. I mean, I could also make them areas and fake the damping and the like how we do it when throwing the item. But we can instead of calculating this in GDScript, we can just offload all those calculations to C++, to the engine itself, which is faster, way faster. But we need to be careful with how we collide, because there's a function within the Godot engine that we could have problems with performance-wise that I avoid in the player code. Like all this, like these physics queries that you see here, like this physics query, This is all to avoid this is just so that we can move the player and have it collide with everything that it needs to collide with, but at the same time avoid a portion of the engine on the C++ side that causes a bunch of slowdown, because there's because the complexity, the big O complexity of that section of the code is if I remember, it's like n to the n minus 1. Basically, just n to the n. Something like that. And it's ridiculous. It just explodes and make the game so sluggish if we touch that area of the code, which we don't need to, for the most part. But anyway, I'll do this and we'll do this and write like a Bonnie test for Bonnie test. Is just that's an old name for a really old test, but it's not the same thing. Just do some performance tests later with a bunch of these generated pickup items on screen. Yeah, we'll do some performance testing because I want to be able to have a bunch of these on screen, like a crazy amount of them. And we might not be able to. We might need to do something else like a multi-mesh. Yeah, like a multi-mesh instance to have so many items as I want on screen. And that's something else that I could do for, because I had a enemy enemy swarm. This. So we wrote this also for adding. Hey, fishy! I'm sorry, I probably butchered your F1 shy. I don't know how to say that username. Hello, welcome. What's the saying? Anyway, how are you? I got it right the first time. Fishy. Okay, good. Fishy. I like the username. How are you? I'm doing good. I was about to end the stream actually. You got here right in the nick of time. I was just talking about the last piece of thing that I might do to make a bunch of items work correctly on the game. Not correctly, but in a high performance way. I plan to stream a lot more probably tomorrow. I've been dealing with some stuff in real life. Anyway. Sum up my game. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Let's do a really quick run. There's a bunch of stuff that is not implemented, but it's gonna be kind of like a. This is scuffed. Hold on. Let me do this really quick. Add scuffed item pickup. I'm gonna check out this change. Let me just do this really quick. I know. Okay, now you're happy. Okay, check out. Add game. I never know what to put for the gate command -m. It's like, what? Yeah, that happens to me sometimes a lot. I like to use lazy git to remember me what I did. Sometimes I do a bunch of changes in one shot, and I'm like, wait, I need to break it down. So let me go around and fix stuff, and pick out the changes that I want for a specific commit. But anyway, let me quick rundown. So this is gonna be like a tiny Skyrim plus Vampire Survivors kind of game. So you're gonna have like a bunch of items on screen that you can go and pick up, and then you're gonna at one point you're gonna have like some spells that you can use. This is all scuffed. All of this is scuffed. All this needs to be fixed. This is a really bad design that it's outdated, and I'm gonna change a bunch of stuff here. But this is gonna be like a sort of Skyrim meets Vampire Survivors kind of game. It's gonna be like a tiny small RPG that you have to figure out how to level up. And it's first gonna be easy. Like you're gonna be running around, and you're gonna have like the athletic skill to run faster, and the strength skill when you attack. Then when you got a bunch of enemies, you can just attack. The mechanics are off too, so this is all ugly really right now. Like I want to fix how the whole thing feels. But anyway, so once you like get to up to like a level up state, the game is gonna become highly harder, and then you need to use magic. So there's gonna be a magic system that you need to sit down and figure out, and that's when the game sort of slides into the Vampire Survivor DMs. And then you have to figure out the spell system if you want to get the true ending, because you can get the first ending, you know, just swinging around your sword, you know, it's gonna be easy. Yeah, I want this to be like a numbers go up kind of game, to an extent. It's like a mix between like a Skyrim top down Skyrim RPG. So you're gonna have crafting, alchemy, enchanting. So you're gonna have to figure that too if you want to get to the end game, to the true end game, right? Because you can finish the game just playing it dumb. You can finish it, but I want to have like 2 or 3 layers more that people can get to if they want to go crazy with the crafting and alchemy and magic system. But yeah, that's basically it. There's a lot that's still in progress. Like I have most of the foundation code. Like I have a recipe manager for the recipes that I'm gonna add for crafting. This is basically gonna be the core for the alchemy, the blacksmithing system, the alchemy system, and the enchanting system. It's gonna be underneath. It's gonna be the same code for the most part, and a bunch of UI code is gonna be tied to or wrapping around this recipe manager. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff already implemented, and I'm giving away a bunch of stuff for free, which is on my profile. Or if you Google my username, you can find a bunch of the plugins that I use here for free. So yeah, I already started. Now I do need someone for the art, because this just, I mean, it's kind of, for the most part, it's kind of good. Like I like the icons, but look at how scuffed the world is. Like I did this so badly. Like I don't do art. Like this is so bad. Like I need to fix so many things art wise. But for the most part, I know that the code for the game itself is gonna be there, and it's gonna be performant as I like it. I just need to fix the art. We have dialogue system too. There's a bunch of stuff that needs to be fixed. But yes, overall, I think the game is healthy. At least the foundation. There's still a lot of work, but yeah. Just go to the art section of Twitch and hit on random small streamers. Or Fiverr. True. I think I'd rather have someone that's way more dated. Well, yeah, I'll probably go on Fiverr to pay for the art if I don't find anyone. But if I can find a partner, someone who wants to do revenue share, I would take that. I would really take that. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna pay for the art. The thing is that what I hate is integrating the thing. Like, so if I can have someone that actually helps me integrate the art and do a bunch of the stuff of the art stuff within the engine, I would be down for that, because I don't want to do that. I just want to code. I want to code and see the game become prettier as a code. You know, like I don't want to deal with the art. Level designer, I'll probably do the level designs. But making stuff look pretty is what's really the pain in the ass for me. Like I don't know if I want. I might have a level designer too. I don't think so because I wanna deal with that. Or maybe if the artist wants to do some level designer, we can also split that. Some level designs. Yeah, we can do that too. Let me reset the change that I had here. Yeah. So yeah, there's still a lot of work to be done, but I think I can get the game there for the most part. Like get the bigger chunk done. Hopefully in a couple of months if I actually crank the work that I do. Because right now I've been streaming for like 1 hour and then off stream I do work on the game a little bit, but not that much. Um, life is happening, and it's been a bit hard to work on the game a lot longer than a few hours per day. But I'll get it done. I'll get the game done. I will for sure. I will finish it when it finishes, but you know, when I finish it. But that's okay. Anyway, I'm glad to see you here, Fishy. I'm gonna be wrapping up the stream right here because I want to take a shower and probably just go and fall asleep. It's a bit late here. It's just 9:43, but I wanna go sleep. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you chatting and everything. So, with that said, let's roll the credits. Shut up, Godot. What are you doing? I'll fix that later. Let's roll the credits. 3 participants. Fishy, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Fix Gaming from Trovo, thank you for joining the channel today. I really appreciate it too. And for all of you who were lurking from the dark, thank you for being part of the stream too. Or those who watch after I finish the stream, because I have a lot of people watching after the stream, and I'm very impressed about that. And I really appreciate it. I'm very grateful about it. But anyway, thank you everyone, and I'll see you guys next time.